Hello, today I want to show you how to make these single brick stitch diamond shaped earrings. I have two new patterns on my Etsy shop and on my website, which I will link below. This is the one we're going to make today. It's called Baby's Breath, this pattern. And if you haven't done brick stitch before, I would suggest starting with double brick stitch because I find single brick stitch can be a bit trickier just because there's less to hold on to. But either way, you can follow along and you will learn it. It'll just be trickier for you, but you can do it, I swear. So let's take a look at our supplies. I am using a size 11 Miyuki Delica beads. You can find the exact numbers on the pattern. I have a size 12 beading needle. I have these leverback ear wires, and I have these little wire guards. I'm sorry if you hear a cat purring in the background. There's really nothing I can do about it. I have 6-pound Fireline beading thread, and I have some clippers, and I have my pattern, and I'm ready to get started. So to begin, I'm going to cut about 4 feet of my beading thread, and I'm going to pick up the first 2 beads in my pattern and slide the beads down towards the end of my thread, leaving about a 3 to 4 inch tail so we could weave it in later. And then I'm going to take my needle and come down and around and back through that first bead, like so. And then next we're going to come down through the second bead, like that, to complete our little loop. And that's how this should look. And then we pick up the next bead in the row. And this time we're going to go down through that second bead and pull it tight. And then we're going to come up through this third bead we've just added. And there we go. And then we're going to do that again. Pick up another bead in your pattern. Come up through the last bead. Pull that tight. And then you come down through that newest bead. Now this row is called the ladder stitch, and it's going to be the foundation row of our entire earring. So you want to make sure there aren't gaps in between these beads. So I'm doing it again, picking up another bead. I'm coming down through the last bead I've just added, and then I come up through the newest bead. And there you go. So you're going to keep adding these beads just like this, one by one, till you reach the end of the row. There are 23 beads in this row, so I'm not going to bore you with watching me add all of them. But take your time. Make sure this row is very even, that you don't have gaps in between the beads. And then I will meet you back here when you get there. And it will feel a bit tricky with this because it's just with the single brick stitch, there's a lot less to hold on to. But if you take your time, I swear you could do this. It's all about just taking deep breaths and being in the moment with your beads, and you've totally got this. So I'm going to see you at the end of this row, and then I will show you how to add on the brick stitch. So see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. We have finished our first row. It should be looking something like this, and I hope you're feeling accomplished. If you look at the top of the beads, there are these little thread bridges in between them, and that is what we are going to use to attach our next beads. So I've picked up the first 2 beads in my second row, and I'm sliding my needle underneath the second thread bridge from the outside. So I slide it right under there, pull that tight. And then in order to get these to sit properly, we're going to bring our needle back up through the second bead, like that. And then we're going to go down through the first bead. And then complete that by coming back up through the second bead. There we go. And when we pull that tight, you will have two beads sitting next door to each other like that. There's a bit of a gap, so I'm just going to pull that a bit tighter. There we go. And that's how it should look. And then I'm going to add the next bead in my pattern, pick it up, go underneath the next thread bridge. And then this time, I'm just going to come straight back up through that bead, and it is done. If I could find it. There we go. Straight back up through that bead, pull it securely, and there you have it. And now we're going to continue to add beads this way, one at a time. So pick up a bead, go underneath the next thread bridge. See, this is where it's a bit tricky, just having something to hold on to with single brick stitch. And so we're going underneath that next thread bridge, pull it all the way through, and then come right back up through that bead. There you go. Pull that snugly, and then we're going to do it again. Pick up the next bead, go right under that thread bridge, and come straight back up through that bead. And this is how you're going to build this entire row of beadwork, adding one bead at a time, sliding underneath the thread bridge, and then coming right back up through that bead. When you get to the end of this row, meet me back here and I will show you how to start a row of brick stitch again, because I think that's the trickiest part of this. And once you've done it twice, you're going to be a pro. You've totally got this. Take your time, get through this row, and I'll see you back here in a second. Okay, so here we are. We have completed our second row, and I'm just going to go over showing you how to start a row of brick stitch again. So I pick up my first two beads, and I slide my needle underneath the second thread bridge from the outside. And then I'm going to come up through that second bead, and then down through the first bead, and back up through the second bead again. If I could do it. There we go. Back up through that bead. Give that a little tug, make sure everything's in place. And then you could just continue to build that row in the way you have been doing it. One bead at a time, sliding underneath the thread bridge, and then coming straight up through that bead. Now you're going to continue to work up the pyramid row by row, going back and forth until you get to the top. And then we will take a look at what we need to do to turn it around. And this is just a fast forward through my progress. I will see you when you get to the top. Okay, so actually I totally lied. We're not at the top yet, but I wanted to show you what happens when you run out of thread. Because you're adding one bead at a time, you go through thread pretty quickly with this stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave my thread down into my work a little bit. I'm going to go down a few rows, and then I'm going to find sort of two beads next door to each other, and I'm going to weave around them in order to create tension so my thread doesn't come undone. So I have these two neighboring beads, and what I'm going to do is loop around them, and that will create the tension I need to keep it from coming undone. And then once I've done that a few times and I feel that it's secure, I will clip my thread, and then I will add a new one. So here we are, that looks good, ready to clip. And then I'm going to add a new thread. So cut a new length of thread, thread your needle, find a good place to start, and then we're just going to reverse that process. So you're going to find two beads where you could wrap around the two to anchor it. And then we will take our thread up to the top and just continue beading. So here we go. I've anchored around these two beads a bit, and now I'm going to head up to the top. And I want to just get my needle to that outside edge so it's just as if I never stopped. There we go. And we're ready to continue on. So now I will actually see you when you get to the top of the earring, and I'll show you what we need to do to turn it around and build the bottom part of the earring. We are at the top of the pyramid. You're going to add the last 2 beads in the same manner that you would have done the other ones. And then this time, we're just going to come back up through it one more time so we could add that tip, the tip of the triangle here. So we add that, and then we're just going to loop around that bead, and then we are set. But you will see that that bead is lying in a different direction than the other beads. So now, because I have plenty of thread left, I'm going to use this thread for the other side of my pyramid. And I'm just going to run my needle down this outside edge of the beadwork until I get to the bottom triangle corner, which would be the row where we began our ladder stitch. So I'm working my needle down through there. And then once I am there, I can just begin working brick stitch again as if we were doing it on the other side, but we're just doing it in the opposite direction. So I pick up my first 2 beads of that row, and just like we've been doing, we start weaving, which I'm sure you're a pro at this by now. You've totally got this. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. We are about to be finished, and I completely messed this up because I forgot to record putting on this thread guard at the top. But I've done this in many of my other videos, so if you check any of my other earring videos, you will see how I did this. I hope I haven't completely messed you up. But here we are. We have the thread guard on. Now I'm going to add this ear wire. Mine have open loops at the bottom, so I can just sort of bend them with the pliers like so. And you always want to bend it sort of horizontally away from you and not out from the circle. There we go. And I close that back up, and that is finished. And I just wanted to show you that, you can also use these kinds of ear wires. This is a French style ear wire. And these work too. I just prefer the lever back because then I know it's very secure. And there we have it. We have made these diamond brick stitch earrings. I hope you enjoyed this project. Don't forget to check out the patterns on my site, and please subscribe. I have a lot of other fun, exciting projects coming up, and I hope you will enjoy them. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you soon.